Hello, all you wonderful people out there in YouTube world, YouTube land. This is Rachel Kirkland, the Modern Shaman, and thanks for being with me for another YouTube video for the week. And as always, if you're just joining us, feel free to like and subscribe and share and comment and go on my website to kind of find out more information of what I'm about. My website's themodernshaman.net. And if you are not new, instead you are tried and true, that rhymes. If this is you, I'm just on this rhyming kick. If this is you and you're tried and true, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of our family and community and just continuing to build this channel. I feel it's a channel for you all, for our family dynamics. So those of you guys that have been a part of this family for many years, I really appreciate your energy. It's a shared gift, and I receive a lot from you all. Okay, let's get down to the question of the week. It says, "Hi Rachel, I've been watching you for years, and now I'm so thankful." Oh, for years now. Sorry, I read that wrong. "I've been watching you for years now, and I'm so thankful for your guidance. You are like my weekly spiritual advisor." I love that. I love that. I really don't know how to word my question, but I could just use some advice for what to do when life smacks you down. In the span of 6 months, I lost my job, got a divorce, and I'm just struggling to stay afloat. What do I need to do to shift things majorly in my life? I could use some of your advice. Okay. Yes. I'm feeling you. So, first off, let's just give you some love. Because that's honestly what I want to do when I read your question. I'm like, can I just love on this person? And I just have a lot of love pouring out of me. So I'd love to just give you a love offering or do a little bit of love meditation. I don't normally do that in these videos, but I go where spirit leads, and this is where spirit's leading. So let's do it. And this is for you that wrote the question, but obviously this is for the universal you that at any time needs a sense of love, needs the emotion or the gift or the sensation of being loved. So just take a moment and close your eyes if you're watching this video and you'd like to receive some love. I'm going to guide you through a little bit of a meditation, an affirmation. So I'm breathing, as you notice, just kind of moving myself into a sincere alignment with my body. As you're closing your eyes, just relax your form, relax your muscles, relax the tension in the body. So whether that's in your shoulders, your jaw, anywhere you feel a sense of tension, just give your body permission to relax for this moment now. You can even initiate that thought in your head. Right now, I give my body, my muscles, anywhere that's holding tension, permission to fully let go. And then just take a deep exhale here. A relief and release exhale. Even with an audible the sound and the sensation of letting go of that tension and stress. So from this relaxed physical state, I want you to move very sincerely into your heart space. which means I want you to move in as deeply and sincerely as you can from your heart, your emotions, but this is inclusive of your mental mind, a space where you're truly meaning and feeling this moment. Get sincere, get real, get authentic in your own heart. From this space, I just want you to invite in your angelic team, your spirit guides, your ancestors, all of those in the non-physical realm that are your soul support, that are there to love you, to support you, to guide you, to be there for you in these particular moments where you need it. They are your pillars of support, holding your hand, carrying you when you need to be carried. Invite them in, and when you do this invitation, do it from your soul, from that heart space of sincerity. Say, come to me close now. All of those on the other side that love me with the purity of love and sincerity and heartfelt care that knows my soul. I need you now. Claim it for yourself. You can even put your hands on your chest, giving yourself that tactile sensation of like, I mean it, I'm here, I'm speaking from the heart. Or the physical posture of being on your knees and claiming this prayer as a sincere devotional outreach to those in the non-physical that love and support you. And as they're coming in, just open your heart to feel them. Feeling this sensational energy, the warmth in your body, the chill bumps maybe in your body, the tingles in your body, the sensation of just being relaxed and carried. The sway and the sensation of love, comfort, that everything's okay. And I'm going to initiate as I hear the words from the other side in this moment for you. The words, I love you, that simple phrase. I'm going to say it how I hear it. And I want you just to keep opening and opening and opening yourself to receive. Even initiate that thought and that phrase from your heart space now. I am open to receive as much love as I possibly can in this moment. And then just open to hear and feel and know and taste and smell every little bit of sensation that's available for you. I love 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 you. I hear them saying to you, receive it. Open, keep opening that chest like you're cracking your chest open like a coconut. Stay open. Open jaw, open throat, open chest, open belly. Raw and open. This is your safe space with spirit. Receive as much as you possibly can. We love you. We see you. We know you. And we love you. We love you here. In this moment, we carry you here. In this moment. I love you, and 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 I love you. So many around in support of you, loving you in this moment. Stay open, stay open, stay open. Yes. the sensation, the knowing of amen, which is the word yes. Yes, I am in agreement in this moment. I am in agreement with this love. I receive it. I am in agreement. Yes. And just from this space, give gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Placing your palms together in a prayer position. Just a posture of gratitude, of thankfulness, of awareness. Bowing your head with a sense of humility and recognition. Thank you for this moment. Let it be as powerful and palpable and profound as it needs to be for you. This is for you. Claim it for yourself if you need it. It's offered, and it's completely offered for you. Amen and amen and amen. Yes and yes and yes and yes. Okay. And maybe that's all this video needs. Anytime you need it, come back to that. Anytime you need that meditation, you know how to do it now. It's yours. The energies that came forth in this moment are there for you always. So give that to yourself as often as you feel that you need it. Okay, so that's one thing that I would do, is I would make a practice of letting yourself receive the love that's available to you from the non-physical at all points. You're never alone. I know you know that. If you've been watching my channel for this long, then you know that. But sometimes we need reminding, and sometimes we need the active practice of it. Another thing I will say in terms of kind of getting out of this or shifting where you are now is to get really, really clear with yourself. Get naked, strip it all down, and you're pretty much there. If things are being pulled away from you, Spirit is already helping you to unclothe yourself of the burdens, to unclothe yourself of the old job, of the old relationship. So that unclothing is happening naturally. Thank you, Spirit, for that, okay? There is a clear awareness that when things start falling apart, there is a momentum in a monumental way that is already calling forth the shift. It's happening. You're already in that energy of shifting, or those things would not have come upon you. You were probably asking for a bigger life, a better life, bigger change, probably asking for something good. This is the place that we're in energetically, vibrationally, when things start to fall apart. And then it oftentimes confuses us because we have this human perspective that if it's going good, we should only see good. But if there are things that are in our way, if there are blockages, if there are things that are causing us to slow down and have to trudge through the mud, then Spirit may clear out the mud in order to get that momentum and that stream moving faster. And oftentimes that's really the case when these huge things start to crumble. And I have had that experience in my life and can testify to that sense of like things were moving really fast and then, you know, everything hit the fan. But it was because all of the things that needed to go, Spirit said, let's do it. You're in a energy now, you're in a place now where you are ready for this level of shift. So know that in a way there is gratitude to Spirit, there is joy on your path, there's excitement. You can lean into the expectation of something monumental coming, not the opposite. That it's very much a cleaning of house for making room for what's coming next, okay? And that when I said like get naked, I keep looking at your question. Asking those really, really basic questions of your soul. When things that rock our identity, I used to be a wife, I'm no longer a wife. I used to be a doctor, I'm no longer a doctor. Whatever, the job or the title, things that rock our identity and clear out our identity, it's important for us to go back to the soul, that core place in ourselves that says, who am I? Why am I here? What do I want in my life? And you have a clear and open platform to do it from when you're in this place. A lot of times it's very quiet, meaning there are friends or there are family, but you feel very isolated in this space. So use that space of isolation, not in a negative way, but in a honing way, to hear your own voice with even more clarity, to ask yourself those core questions and really get honest with yourself. What do I like now in my life? Where do I want to go? What do I want to see? What brings me joy? What are the things that feel very, very important to me as a being, as a soul on this earth? And who am I? And you may be a lot of things, and that may be shifting and changing, and you may be seeing aspects of yourself that you've never seen before, bringing those back home, claiming those aspects of the self that were very stifled, or that felt suffocated, or that felt like you couldn't be your big self, or you couldn't, listen to the music as loud as you wanted to listen to it, or you couldn't, whatever. Those things that feel like they suffocate, and they take away that sense of your soul and your spirit, little bit by little bit by little bit. Agreeing to do something, agreeing to be smaller, agreeing. This is a place where you can get very, very clear and very, very aligned with your own soul. Asking yourself those questions, and I would go there, because once you ask them, it starts a new momentum. Once you feel like, oh yeah, this is who I am. I remember that little girl. Or little boy. If it's a man that asks this question. And I remember who I am. I remember when I used to love doing that. I remember when I used to give myself permission to do what I want to do, to feel the things I feel. And that begins a new momentum for where you're going to go. So when you feel stuck, it's a great deepening space to ask yourself those core questions, because those answers, just even answering them, will start a churning, a momentum forward that feels like, I know where I'm going. I know what I want out of life. I know what makes me excited. It initiates in a very easy and exciting way a momentum forward. And you don't feel like you have to push yourself there. The questions themselves, the energy and the excitement in finding it again, makes you move naturally forward. Another thing that I will say is, if you find yourself in a stuck place of depression or something, and I've shared on previous videos that I went through and have struggled with depression. I don't really like that term, struggle. I find I'm very passionate, if you can't tell by my videos. I'm a very passionate person, and a lot of passionate people feel emotions very intensely. And I feel everything very intensely. And if you go to a psychiatrist, they may label that, or they may say, here, I've got something for that, take this pill or whatnot. I have learned that for myself, I feel more aligned with my soul when I go to a place that, when I know I'm in a space of depression, when I feel depressed and I know I'm, crying on the floor all the time, or whatever I'm feeling like, that's when I'm at my low place. And we all have it at times. We're human, okay? We're still in these human forms. But as we are experiencing that, I know that instead of, for me, going to medicine, I need to prescribe myself happiness like it's a pill. And I have to take it like it's a pill, because I need it like that. And I don't want the pill because I've done that before, and I feel like, for me, I'm not at all against all medicines, but for me, it creates this false sense of my body is doing and moving as if it's happy, but my soul is still crying. My soul still feels vacant, and there's a big discrepancy in me that's like, that's not okay. I can't do that. So, and I feel it. I feel I feel vacant. I feel hollow in that when I do that. So I have to prescribe myself things that make me happy and take them 2 times a day, every day, until I'm out of that depression. And I do it like that, and I write it down like a doctor gave me a prescription. And it's funny, the first time I started doing this, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna make a calendar, and I'm gonna have 2 things. I'm gonna have my happiness pill calendar, and instead of the Wellbutrin, I'm gonna which was what they had put me on years ago, I'm gonna give myself 2 times a day, the morning and the evening, something that makes me happy. And so I was gonna write it on this calendar, so I ordered a calendar on Amazon, and the calendar came, and it was this huge, gigantic, like those desk calendars that you put on it. And I was like, dang it, I don't want this huge calendar. So then I'm like, oh, next time I go to the store, I'll get a calendar. Well, I go to the store, there's no calendars. They're like, we don't have it, it's not the season for it. So then I'm like, all right, I guess Spirit wants me to use this huge freaking calendar. So I have this huge calendar in my closet, and I'm like, every day I wrote down 2 things with a little box by it, so I have to check it off if I've done it, like it's my medicine. And so I can see it very clearly. It's like in a Sharpie marker. Did I do my medicine? Did I take my medicine in the morning and the evening? And I have to hold myself to it like it is a prescription for me when I'm in that place. Because when I'm in that place, I'm like, don't want to do it. Don't want to do much of anything. I don't have a lot of momentum. Just sludging around in the mud. And sure enough, maybe 4 days, after 4 days of doing that straight, and the things are not big. They're just like, read a magazine, all right? And that seems like that's a treat for me. Or read it in the bathtub, even bigger treat. Lay out in the sunshine. That's an awesome treat for myself. Even if it's just like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Make myself a smoothie, which sometimes I'm like, it takes too long. Things that just make me happy. Paint my toenails. Not even going out and getting a manicure, because sometimes that's too much effort for me as a mommy in a full-time business, running a business. I'm gonna do these little things. Read a book that makes me happy. Read some poems. Write. Sing a song that makes me happy. Dance to some loud music. Drive in the car with my windows down. These are like literal things that are on my little calendar. Doables for me. Short happies. And I have to take it like a prescription. So if you're in that place, if you find that there's like a stop in your momentum, you may need to prescribe something that makes you happy and stick to it like a prescription until you feel that you've got some forward momentum coming. And you'll feel it. A lot of times we like it so much we just keep it up. Okay, and then I guess the last thing I'll say, dang it, I'm already almost, these videos keep getting longer and longer. I'm trying to make them short, but they're kind of long. I guess the last thing I will say, or just reiterate, because I said it earlier, is just have the expectation that things are getting better, and they are. They are. There is a sure sense of clearing out for things to get better. Lean into that. Have an expectation of that feels kind of like a little kid, like, ooh, what's gonna come? What's coming? What's around that corner? What puzzle piece is about to get put into place that I couldn't have even known better? It's gonna be bigger and better than I could have ever imagined. Move into that space that, at least like a child, maybe you don't know, maybe you can't see it, maybe you have no idea, but this still allows the energy of expectation. That's a gift you can give to yourself. So give it to yourself. Okay. And I love you, love you, love you. And we'll be back here next week. Mwah. Blessings to you all.